Okay, so there's a show on that. I'm sorry, there's a show that's called 7.7 billion people love or something like that. It features guests of all different nationalities on the panel and also Korean nationalities to talk about the differences of how love is done, couples relationships, how that is done in their country, and there's definitely a lot of differences. I've been seeing a lot of people who are American comment on the guy Joseph, who is the American representative on the show. A lot of people have been saying that he doesn't represent America. They feel like he's too conservative. He's embarrassing. He's a prick, etc., etc. Also, they talk about him being white, and they feel like he doesn't, that he doesn't relate to Americans as a whole. Newsflash for the people that don't like him on the show. I like him. And I think that his conservative approach is good because it shows that not all Americans have a liberal mindset when it comes to dating. A lot of people think that Americans are easy. A lot of people, they go to different countries and they have experienced themselves as Americans saying that, a lot of people tried to sleep with me because they thought I was open-minded or because I'm American. The conservative perspective really has not been on the forefront of American politics and American thought. I would say until Trump has gotten into office. And although many American people don't agree with him, 65 million plus people voted for him. And so when we sit here and try to discredit this guy as not really representing all of America, guess what? No one represents all of America because America is a melting pot full of different subcultures. No, there's not a monolith of Americans. Americans don't all think the same. They all don't do things the same. Some are influenced by their religion. Some are influenced by their parents and their culture, like their subculture. Some are experienced by Hollywood and movies, friendships. There's so many reasons why Americans think the way they think. So to sit here and try to discredit him because he's a conservative, I actually think that just tells how non-open-minded you people are. I think he has a great perspective. One thing I like about him after watching both episodes that he actually presents facts. And just like Ben Shapiro says, facts don't care about your feelings. He presents facts. Out of all the people on the table, he always has a study ready. He always has statistics and facts ready to back up what he's saying, which I think it makes him more credible. Everyone else on the panel is just talking about their personal experience, but they're not giving any facts. They're not giving any statistics, anything to back up those opinions. They're just saying opinions. They're spewing things out there. Whether it's true or not, there's no way to back it up. But Joseph, he comes very well prepared. He always has some statistics. He always has something to say. I appreciate a conservative perspective because not all Americans think liberally. Not all Americans hate like conservative ideals. This country for the longest time was a very conservative country. It's definitely changed now. But you can't sit here and say, well, I don't feel represented as American. You're never going to feel representative as American. If they had somebody who had a more liberal mindset on there and thoughts and opinions, guess what? I, as an American, wouldn't feel represented. There's a lot of other people as Americans wouldn't feel represented because liberal, conservative, whatever you sway politically or mindset wise, there's not one American that's completely going to agree with the other American on every single issue because Americans is a big country, 333 million plus people live in this country. There's absolutely positively no way that Joseph and anyone else on either side of the aisle is going to be able to capture their thoughts. I appreciate that he comes ready. He may seem like a prick to others, but who cares? I think that he has American pride, which he's a patriot. There's nothing wrong with that. He has a conservative viewpoint, and I don't think it necessarily has to do with his religion because he's stated that he's not Mormon anymore. So that has nothing to do with his religion. This is the problem I have with liberal like Americans. They really think that they're so in a bubble. Media, they only listen to media outlets. They only listen to liberal media outlets. They only hang around other liberal people. They only hang around a certain people, and it's just like they really think that everybody think like them. And if you don't think like them, you are all kinds of names. You are all kinds of hate, whatever. Like you are all kinds of stuff that you really aren't. Instead of just valuing a difference of opinion. Period. The end. So I like Joseph on there. I wanted to say that. I'm disgusted how people can come on there and say, well, I don't think he represented America. Who is going to represent America completely and totally when America don't even think the same? Donald Trump is our president. Many people don't even care and like Donald Trump. Does Donald Trump completely, as a diplomat, he represents the country, the people voting him in. But does he completely represent every single view and every single person in America? No, because a lot of people don't like him. So stop saying that, oh, I don't like Joseph, or I don't like this person because he's too conservative, or he's some white prickly dude, or I don't blah, blah, blah because he doesn't represent me. Well, guess what? You don't represent me, and you don't represent Americans, all Americans. Every American is different. So stop having a shovel up your booty, take it out, and start to learn something and appreciate that he's actually presenting America in a big way, a good way, I think. He's very eloquent, he's on par, and again, he's bringing facts.